I can go on and on about this topic, you guys, just from experience alone. I'm going to go through some common problems that business owners like ourselves face when we're just starting out, and hopefully help you to be more aware so you can avoid some of these issues. Crystal here, also known as Stephanie. I dabble in drawing, dancing, and all things creative. But I found my place in helping creatives to grow their brand and make their vision a reality. So if you're into that type of thing, welcome to my channel. Firstly, you cannot avoid problems. You cannot avoid issues. I've been the type of person that tries really hard to plan and make sure that everything is right before I start something, and I still end up with problems. The first issue that a lot of new entrepreneurs, business owners have is managing that desire to do everything, or to do all these things, or to execute on all these grand ideas that they have in their head. That desire, or that shiny object syndrome, is really going to distract you, and you're not going to be able to focus and really have the impact that you want in any particular area, because you're going too wide rather than going deep. So if you can be aware of that problem as early as possible, then you're going to see a lot more success in your business much quicker. Another problem that a lot of business owners have is that they fear that they don't have enough time. A part of that fear is really because they're stretching themselves too thin trying to execute on all these ideas, but a part of it is just that fear and that worry. A lot of us spend a lot of time worrying, a lot of time over planning, over analyzing, analysis paralysis. Like, imagine all the time that you spent being fearful and worried and trying to get everything right. Imagine applying that to your business. You'll be a lot more productive. So because we're constantly worrying, oh my God, I have to do that, I have to do that, I have to do that, then that fear alone is crippling us, and we end up not doing anything at all. So you really have to address that fear that you don't have enough time, because even though time is limited, 24 hours is a long time. I remember when I was learning how to do cat-cows in yoga, and my yoga instructor recommended that I do it 3 minutes every day. I'm like, 3 minutes, no problem. But if you actually set a timer and do cat-cows, which is just undulating your spine back and forth, you realize just how long 3 minutes is when you're doing an exercise. And it's the same thing with anything that you do. We have more time than we think. The next thing is, a lot of business owners are not talking to enough people. I feel like this is just an aspect of business. I don't know if it's just me, nobody told me, or whatever it is, but having more conversations is so important to business. Even if your business is strictly online and you feel like you can't get as personal to your customers, that's not true. You can message them, you can comment, you can engage with them through social media. The more conversations that you have, the better your business will do. Really try to hone in on having conversations and understanding what people want, and understanding the problems that most people within your target audience is having, because you'll just do much better. One, you'll get your product and your service in front of people so they know to come to you for business. But two, you'll understand much more about your client, and you can service them better. You can build loyalty and provide more value to them because you truly understand what their needs are. That only comes through conversations over time. Learn to speak to people, get comfortable. Don't think about it as sales or anything like that. Just think about it as really getting to know someone and understanding what they need. Another common problem is that a lot of people just simply don't have the business skills or the experience to execute on either marketing or sales or whatever it is. The great thing about this problem is that you can fix it, but a lot of new business owners just don't want to spend the time to learn. As democratized as knowledge is in 2021 with YouTube and all these blogs and podcasts and everything, people are not really dedicating their time to knowledge. For me, I have to schedule it every single night. I'm going to be listening to a new audiobook. There really is a process to master, you guys, and you cannot skip it. Now this next one is a big one. It's a big one. And it really just stems around the whole idea of not understanding your value, not understanding your power, not understanding that what you have to offer is in fact valuable. A lot of people second guess themselves, including myself when I was starting out. Like, is this really a valuable service? Do people really need this? Is it all that helpful? It's not up to you to decide what is valuable and what is not valuable. Leave it up to the customers. Do what you do and people will let you know, okay, this is not helpful. Oh my God, this was really helpful. If you could try to separate like your views on what you do and allow your customers to be that ultimate determinant, then you're really gonna do well. I mean, this was my biggest problem with YouTube. For years I've been doing it, but then I'm always overthinking because I want it done this way and I want my videos to be like this, whatever. And one of my most popular videos had like the worst color grade on it ever. My lips was looking like super ashy, and it's my #1 video. So let other people decide the value that you give. Like, you just do your best. Just put out what is on your heart to put out and let other people decide whether or not it's valuable to them. And leave your opinions of yourself out of it. Now, this last one is a little bit of a bonus. And with all the business and entrepreneurship and self-help books that are out there, and there isn't enough that talks about the power of being patient, which I mean Gary Vee preaches a lot, being grateful for where you're at, because I mean there's a lot of things that are going right in your life right now. And the third thing is to have faith, because if you don't move along your day as if you truly believe in yourself and you believe in your mission and you know for a fact that it's just a matter of time before things happen for you, then doubt is really gonna creep in and it's just gonna weigh you down over time. If you can do those 3 things, it's gonna keep your energy up, it's gonna keep you driven, and you're not gonna be as drained by the process. It's gonna help you to enjoy the process more and just see it as more of a learning opportunity, as a story essentially of you becoming, rather than this story of just constant fight and struggle and suffering and whatever. Anyways, that is it. I hope this was really helpful to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I have to remember to tell people to subscribe now. So like the video if it was good, subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos like this in the near future. Later, y'all.